DrifblimForest.com.
Hey guys, so today I am going to talk to you about a matchup that we are seeing a lot in the Sinister Cup, and that is Gardevoir versus Drifblim. Now, usually when you are Gardevoir and you face a Drifblim lead, that Drifblim is going to get 2 Ominous Wind off, and you're going to have to block both if you want a chance of being around for the next Pokemon. But we found my friend had a Gardevoir optimized for the Drifblim match, and he found the spread that is necessary to change that matchup. So what you're actually going to do is you are looking to increase the damage from each charm that you're doing, and so you will get off enough charms to where you only need to actually block 1 Ominous Wind before that Drifblim is just fainted down with fast moves. And then you'll be able to come into the next Pokemon with a nearly fully charged Shadow Ball. You'll be able to just chunk into it hard if they don't block, or you're just gonna trade 1 shield for 1 shield, and you will have the advantage of seeing that next Pokemon first. So what you're going to do is you're going to go and you're going to look at the damage each charm is doing. And the way you're going to find that out is, so if you're just going to go into PV Poke and put in our Gardevoir, and we're just going to look at a normal Gardevoir like what you would normally see in PvP, and show you how this match usually goes. So we're going to maximize it for PvP because that would be the optimal PvP Gardevoir. It doesn't really matter what moves it has because it's not going to get to a move for the Drifblim anyway, or you're not going to be using it. But we'll just put these moves because sure, that's what a lot of people are going to have. And so we got our Gardevoir, and we're going to put our Drifblim. We're going to maximize that for PvP as well. And it's got the right moves. Okay, so this is going to be in Gardevoir beats it in the 2 shield. Like, no matter what, we already know that it beats it in the 2 shield. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to lead this guard and not have to use Bull Shield. And so usually in this situation, the Drifblim is going to win. The Drifblim reaches a second Ominous Wind before the charms take it out. And so we're going to look at, you can see that here, you can see this second Ominous Wind is going to just take us right out. You see, if you look at the charms, they're doing 22 damage at this point. And so what we're looking at here is we're trying to increase that damage from a 22 to 24. So we're going to look at a higher attack guard. So this is the guard we're working with right now. It's actually is a 14, 5, 4. It's got the right level. We've got everything we need. So then we're going to go and we're going to do that exact again. And now we can see that Gardevoir is actually taking it. The Drifblim does not have a chance to reach the second Ominous Wind. If you look at the charm damage, we're going to be doing 24 charm damage. And so we can just see right away this Gardevoir is going to be great in this lead position versus a Drifblim. The Drifblim is just going to take 1 shield, and then we're going to have a whole lot of energy going into the next guy. And so when looking at this to find out if you have a Gardevoir that will work, it doesn't necessarily all have to be 14, 5, 4. If you want to start off looking, start with something like a little bit lower and see if that works. So we'll start with an 8, and we'll just like maximize it a little bit closer to PvP values, and see if that works, and then look at the charm damage. So we can see here that Drifblim still wins. We don't have the 24 damage that we need from the charms. I ran a few other simulations and found out that 24 was the number to beat. So we're gonna try to reach it with like a different spread. See if we can get this Gardevoir to overtake it. As you can see, we're still doing 23 damage. So what if we change it around a little bit to where the Gardevoir has like a higher stat product, closer to optimal. It'll be a different level. As you see, we are still getting that we're not getting that 24 charm damage. So that is definitely the number we want to beat. So what you're basically doing is you're playing around with numbers to look for breakpoints. And it takes a while. It's not like a quick process. And so that's why I'm basically telling you that 24 is the number you're looking for. Now, whenever you change IVs, you want to make sure that there aren't other matchups you're sacrificing. I looked at the mirror, I looked at a few other matchups, and I couldn't find any. The mirror is still a tie. So we're going to go ahead and give this guard a shot. Now I'm going to jump into some battles with my personal local coach, Ice9 Ursine. He is really like a mastermind behind breakpoints and IVs. If you remember the Bastiodon versus Melmetal video, he was behind that as well. And so for this video, we have got this is just a regular Gardevoir. This is a low attack, high stamina, high HP Gardevoir. And as you're going to see, this Drifblim is going to be able to get off 2 Ominous Wind before dying to the charm. And so this is not a safe lead for Gardevoir. Gardevoir is going to need to use Bull Shields, and then it's gonna still be the first Pokemon there first, but or the Pokemon that lasts, you know, in battle in the lead first, but it's just not a good position to be in with shields down and you're not really lined up. And so this is the second battle we're going to look at. Now this is a high attack guard. This guard is going to get more charms than this Drifblim can handle before the Drifblim is able to get off both Ominous Wind. And so this is just a different way to play this lead. It's going to open up a lot of options. You're going to be able to go into the next Pokemon with still having a shield and then having a Shadow Ball ready as well. And so you will not have to sacrifice nearly as much, and you'll be able to chunk pretty hard into that next Mon. Now we recorded a few different ways to play this match. We were curious to see if it mattered when the Drifblim threw its attack, if it banked up to 2 Ominous Wind, or if it threw right away. As long as the guard owner was getting as many charms in as it was required, which is 9 charms to KO, the Drifblim was not able to get off that second Ominous Wind. One thing you do need to be careful of is it's pretty easy to lose a fast move. You need to be tapping basically as hard as you can. You're going to need to get a charm as they are throwing that Ominous Wind, and sometimes if you're just a little bit complacent, you're not going to get it, and the guard will not be able to finish the drift before that second Ominous Wind. So basically just tap as fast as you can, and this high attack guard has a really good shot against Drifblim. It doesn't matter what the Drifblim throws or when it throws it, it will not be able to get off 2 moves no matter what, as long as the guard gets all those charms in. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick video. It's just a different strategy to go in. There's going to be a lot of different ways to play this cup, and you want to be prepared for everything. And so maybe you only have one guard, maybe you have one that would work for this. Give it a shot. It's kind of like the Wigglytuff strategy that we saw in Jungle, a little bit of break strategies going on there. So thanks guys for watching. Have a good night and good luck with your tournaments.